Hello, and welcome to Anna Costa's YouTube channel. Let's do core together. We're gonna have 3 rounds. First one is 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off of 8 exercises, and the first one is half crunches. Pay attention to how I come up only halfway, where only my shoulders are off the floor, and breathe out while on top. The next one is very similar to the first one, but now we're gonna make it a bit harder. So we keep our legs like a table in the air and do the same. Breathe out on the top and bring your shoulders off the floor. It's still halfway crunches. The next one is crunch hold into alternating toe touches. So make sure you hold the crunch at all the time so your shoulders are off the floor, and then you alternate your legs. One touch and then into another one. Let's do this. Now we're moving into more difficult one, the same crunch hold but with the both toe touches. So make sure your back is flat, you do not have the gap in your lower back, and touch both feet at the same time. If it feels too hard for you, then just continue doing like the previous one when you alternate your feet. Moving into elbow to knee, and we're gonna do each side separate. We start with the right side, and I would suggest you to keep the non-working arm as flat on the floor as possible. That way your crunch is gonna be more intense and you're gonna feel your abs better. The next one is the same exercise, but now we're gonna change the side. We're moving to the left side, so remember the non-working side stays on the floor. Do not bring it off the floor, or at least try not to bring it off the floor, so that's why your crunch is gonna be better. And now we're gonna level up. We're gonna do bicycle crunches. So it's a combination of the two previous exercises when you alternate your sides. So you do the elbow into opposite knee and you move from one side into another one. And finishing our first round with the ab hold. Remember, shoulders off the floor. You can keep your arms under your head as a support and keep your legs all the way in the air. When it gets too hard, then you can bring them a little bit up, like curl them up, just to release the tension, and then back to the position. And we've completed the first round. Now 30-second rest. And let's move to second round, which is gonna have 8 exercises, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're gonna start with the bird dog crunches on the left side. So remember to breathe out properly. Once you touch your hand and your knee, you breathe out all the air you have in, and then just breathe in again. And now we're moving to the second exercise, which is the same like the first one, but we change our side. So remember, breathe out once you touch your hand and the opposite knee, and then breathe in again. Focus on the breathing. That's very, very crucial for the deep core muscles. And now we're moving to the next one, which is plank with a back and forth walk. If that feels too hard to do for you, then stay in the plank the whole 30 seconds without moving your feet. Bare knee taps is the next one. So it's very similar to plank exercise, but now we're gonna be going down where we're gonna touch our knees to the floor and then back up. Remember to keep your back flat, core nice and tight. Moving to plank tips. So we're gonna have a plank from our elbows, and then you stay as slow as possible and just try to go down with your hips. alternating the sides. Into our side plank hold, first we're gonna do with the right side, and remember, if that feels too hard for you, then put the leg that is closer to the ground down on its knee on the floor, and that way it's gonna be easier for you to hold the plank. And now we're gonna move to side plank hold, the same exercise but different side. We're doing left side, and remember, if that feels too hard for you, then just put the leg that is closer to the ground on its knee, and that way it's gonna be a little bit easier. To a weighted Russian twist, so we move from one side to another side, and we're gonna keep our feet on the ground and push your heels into the ground and just rotate and breathe out. Let's go. We've completed second round, and now you have 30-second rest. The third round is gonna be 8 exercises, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're gonna start with a lean back hold. So you lean back and you can put your hands on the floor, keep your legs in the air, and just hold for 30 seconds. Next one is lean back crunches. So you can either cross your legs or keep them side by side. Keep your hands in the back for the support, and just bring your knees towards your chest, and once they're into your chest, just breathe out. Next exercise is kind of like 2-in-1. We're gonna focus on each side separate. So the first one is right side, and we put elbow into knee, and then hand into toes, and then again elbow into knee, hand into toes. Let's go. The next one is the same exercise, but now we change the side. We do the left side, and remember, elbow into knee and then hand into toes, and breathe out every time they connect. Moving into the next, kind of like a superset because it's 2 in 1. So first we're gonna have a crunch hold with the heels taps, alternating heels, and then straight leg steps. So we do this alternating sides. To reversed crunches, which is super great for your lower abs, but it's a hard one. So the main focus is on bringing your glutes off the floor, and you don't need to lower your legs all the way down, just a little bit forward and then booty off the floor. To Flutter kicks, so keep your shoulders off the floor like a crunch hold, and then just alternate your legs from one to another one, almost all the way down to the ground, and you could do it even faster than I did. The last exercise in the third round is hollow hold into under knee hug. So you would stay like in a hollow hold where your legs are in the air and shoulders over the floor, and then bring your knees towards your head and just connect your arms under your knees. We've completed all 3 rounds, 8 exercises each, which is very good. I feel your abs are on fire. So now we're gonna move into cooling down phase. We're gonna do a little bit of stretching. The first one is a puppy pose, so you keep your booty up in the air, arms straight in front of you, and just try to breathe in, breathe out, and relax. We hold it for 30 seconds. Then we're moving right into the child pose to the left side. So now you push your glutes all the way towards your feet and just move your upper body slightly to left or right side. We're gonna do each separate. Arms straight in front of you and just hold the position. The next one is gonna be child pose, but on the other side. So remember, straight arms in front of you, and then upper body goes all the way as far as it can go to one of the sides. then we can move into the exercise that's gonna be very good for your quads, but also very good for the back. So you can do like pulses, or you can hold it but keep your legs flat on the floor. And then we're gonna finish it with the back rotations just to crack it a little bit. And I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Thank you for doing this with me. Subscribe.